Oh, YouTube, this is One Legged Prepper, and I wanted to speak to you today about saying what needed to be said. I was listening to the song Mike and the Mechanics in the Living Years. Great song. It's a song about differences between generations, basically fathers and sons, and the regret one man has that he was not able to say what he needed to say to his dad before he died. I remember when my father only had a few days to live. That was the most important conversation we ever had. Basically, I thanked him for raising me right. I thanked him for instilling the morals that his father instilled into him. And I thanked him for the knowledge he's given me, how to work with tools and all the good things. Now fast forward about 5 years. I now have a YouTube channel where I'm teaching these same skills that my father taught me to those who may not have it. I'm specifically targeting single fathers. It may be your fault that you're a single father, it may not. It really doesn't matter. What matters is how important you are to your children. You need to be in their lives. I have studied ad nauseum the evil people of this world. Men and women who've done terrible things. World War I, World War II, and going back. And the story is always the same. Daddy wasn't there. So, fathers, the importance of you being there is huge. It's going to be the difference between success and failure of your children. And at the end of the age, you're the one who's held accountable for these actions. So do it right. And then in the song, the singer goes on to talk about how when his son was born, he could hear the cries of his fathers in his son's newborn tears. I believe that's how it goes. The important thing is to talk. I remember one of the most important lessons my son ever taught me. He stopped at a wayside gas station. Only one that accepts cash. He wanted a candy bar, so he goes in and I give him a 10 or 20. Back in the days when I had money. And I'd always let him keep the change just in case he wanted something at school or candy or whatever. Because I'm trying to teach him responsibility with money. And then he comes out with a cup of coffee. My son bought me a cup of coffee. And we get a little ways down the road, and I take a drink, and it had no sugar in it, and or sweetener. And that's my fault. I didn't. First of all, I didn't know he was going to do it. Second of all, I didn't give him the adequate instructions. So he wanted to try it, and it's like, son, I'm not going to ruin this for you. So a little further up the way here in Wisconsin, we have a gas station called Quick Trip. And he decided he wanted a chocolate caramel latte or something like that. So I bought him one, and I got a little artificial sweetener for mine. It's all good. So as we're sitting there drinking coffee, we talked. And then the following week, I ordered a Bear Blend coffee, 2 pounds, and then 2 coffee mugs. Now, anytime we want to talk, all we have to do is brew up a pot of coffee and sit down and we can talk. But lately it's been hot chocolate for him, and I don't care. I really don't. We have the coffee mugs, we sit down, and we talk. How crucial is that gonna be when he's 12 to 14? And I need to talk to him about the birds and bees aspect of life. Or we just need to sit down and talk about drugs, or we just need to sit down talk about smoking, drinking, why these activities are dangerous. What I'm saying, YouTube, is find a way to bridge the gap, to talk to one another, to communicate. Right now I'm in stage 4 kidney failure. I don't know how much I have. But I go through cycles. Some days are good, some days aren't. But the important thing is my son and I can talk to each other. We have built that friendship. We have built that bond. We have built an understanding with each other. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm still his dad. I'm still responsible. He falls under my protection and blessing from the Lord. Excuse me. But at the same token, we respect one another. And if he ever says, Dad, I want to talk, the rank comes off and we become friends. We're always friends. He's my best friend in the whole wide world. When I choose to get married again, he is going to be my best man. Why? Because we understand each other, because we know each other, because we have that friendship, we have that bond. It's the same